Okay, in this video I'm going to have a dog just below it, so just literally below you can see two heads here. One's going to stay here and the other one's going to train. And I'm going to do a pivot, I'm going to do a round, then I'm going to do a pivot, and then I'm going to do a flick, is what we're after. Okay, Briggs, lie down. Okay, wait, just a touch. So the first one that we did was keeping the dog on the same side of us, but sending them round a barrel to change direction. Okay, so I'm going to have him on my far side. It's going to be on my left leg towards the stool, which is going to be my barrel, and take him round. I'm just going to use food so you can see it. Yes. And I drop the food on the floor because I want him to anticipate where it's going to be. And no food. Round. Round. Yes. Okay, now you don't know if you just notice a little bit of slippage there, so I have to be careful. So the next one we should do is pivot. Pivot is when we're sending our dogs away from us and we're asking them to go around an object to change direction, but we want to stay inside the course. So if you like to think of my proximity to this painting behind, that is where I want to. I really don't want to be running around the kitchen bench. Okay, I want to stay inside. So here, just up. Okay, so I'm going to send him round and switch hands. Round and switch hands around. He's doing the figure of 8 and crossing in the middle. Round you go. One more. Yes. Good. Okay. So that's how you do it. Now, the way that I like to think about it, just free for a minute, is that when I send him round, I then step back and pivot on that foot. And I don't think I really made that clear this morning. So send them round and pivot on the back foot and think about where the course is. Okay. Last one is a flick. Now on this one, so I'll go back to the pivot. On the pivot, the dog is still travelling to the furthest side of the barrel. So on the first one, they were on the furthest side, away from you, and you turned your whole body and they came. Then on the pivot, you were standing inside the course, and again they went the furthest side, and then they came in and you moved them away on the other side. Now with the flick, they actually come on the shortest side. So they're going to be on the side inside the course, and then you make them turn further away. So there's lots of ways I want to try and cognitively help you understand the difference between them. It took me a long time. So I'm going to use a piece of food. This one, just a touch. This. Okay, so I'm going to have a piece of food. Now he's going to pass. It's going to be me, dog, barrel. Remember, he's crossing inside. So I'm going to take him in. Here he is. And then I'm going to flick him round the barrel, and then I swap hands. Okay, now one skill that I find quite easy at home is to get rid of a chair or a stool and just get the dogs to do this moving with you. So I'm just going to give the little one something down here. So as you can see, if I have him on this side, I would bring him, turn him around, and then swap the biscuit in my hand. But I don't swap the biscuit until I have flicked, turned, and then I catch him. Okay? So that's how you can start it. Flick, catch. Okay, now make sure you can do both directions. Flick, catch. Right, it's really important. Good boy. Running really well. Good boy. Well done, Brickles. Now, if you do it without an object, you might find that when you now bring that stool in, that they'll ignore the stool and try and turn in the straight line. So if you do train it that way, quite quickly bring the stool back in. So you can use it over your touch. Good boy, ready? And pull him back in, yes. Good boy. So those are your homeworks this week. But please don't forget that we're still working on our weights, okay? And for some of you, you'll let me take your collar and be calm. All right, Chester, thank you. Good.